Yes, good evening to everybody. Karibusana, welcome to my class. This is the dissertation and thesis deliberation of my supervisees, and I don't think that whether they are present or not, but I told you that I am going to take the class online and offline both today. At this timings also I mentioned over there, but whether you are present or not, but my continuity would be there because I don't want to break my promise. Okay. Here the everything's good. The rule against the bias for the officer of the preventing and the combating of corruption bureau when involved in corruption in Tanzania. Yes, but when you write the involved, I should be a capital letter. You can make it out because it is the title of the research work, and hence every letter of yours should be in the first word should be in the capital letter. Hence, you should make this as a capital letter. Except I told you the prepositions, conjunctions, and what is another thing? Why it is not making it? Invention that I should be the capital letter. Okay, next certification is there. This dated should be come down, and I don't know whether you sent it in different format because I could not able to alter it. That's my reason. I should have to alter it. That's the point. Otherwise, there is no meaning of sending like this if I don't alter it. It should be the word format only. Is it or not? Let me check whether it is a word format or not. Okay. Let me go to the point here. Thumbnail here. Okay. The PC, and I saved here proposal and Julieth proposal. Yes, this is the second one, Julieth proposal, and here I made it officers for officers. Okay, and here I want to make a I should be capital letter. Yes, I should be capital letter in that way that I have to make it out. Then only it comes. Otherwise, there is no meaning of making the thing. Okay, now I will say share the content. And here now you could see the content also. I say share and share also. Yeah. Now you could see the content. Yes. Now you could see the content, and hence you could know where I made the changes and where I did not make the changes. Is it clear? Okay. Now let us go dissertation partial fulfillment of the requirement for the award of the degree of the when they write the degree, D should be capital letter here, this should be capital letter here, and I already told you that the way that you have to do it, and every heading or subheading or side heading will not end with any punctuation, but here that you kept the punctuation here, there would not be any punctuation at all because heading and subheading and side heading will not go with any punctuation. That is the rule position, and I already told you, but still that you have committed the same mistake. Yes, and you don't know my name spelling. My name spelling is not Sehev, it is a Sahev, Saheb. See, if you want to displease any person, just write his name as wrong spelling, it's enough. His BP will be shoot up automatically. So this is the style of writing that I told you. The supervisor then make the date chini, it should be kati in the center of it. And here research, Tanzania, research title, recommend, and hereby recommends for the acceptance. So LLM should be written L full stop M, then the full stop should have to follow after the M. That is the style of writing, certification. Yes. And the undersigned certify that he has read and I hereby recommend the acceptance of the St. Augustine University of Tanzania. Okay. And then other things are okay, no matter. In the partial fulfillment of the requirement of the degree of the master of class, LL within parentheses, full stop, M full stop, and in economic loss. Okay. So no doubt at all, up to this extent also very good, no problem at all. Then the signature comes. Generally, the style of writing the signature should be in the center of it. It should be followed, if I not be mistaken, and the date should come down. The copyright in the proposal, when you're writing the proposal, I don't think that these are all things will be needed, but anyway, that good, because later on that it will be useful to you, if not now. So here I have the pleasure to dedicate this decision to my beloved or may beloved participants. May beloved or my beloved. See, you have committed a mistake here. It is not may beloved, no, my beloved. It is my. That is the way that you have to. My beloved, the Margaret Nikawande mother, okay, and my husband Isaac Sambia, and my children, of course, you have mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, whose tears and endless prayers and culminated making me meet this success as will forever. Okay, God bless you. Special dedication to the Chuma, Sister Chuma, who gave their moral and prayers and material support to ensure that I complete the dissertation time. Okay. The Almighty God. Almighty, when you write here, should be the capital letter. Yes, that is the style of writing. Almighty God. Capital, you have to make it out. Okay. Yeah, next when you go further, the chapter 1, general introduction, well and good, and 1.1 introduction, okay, generally either 1.0 or 1.1, but my style is 1.0, I begin it. But anyway, that you can write it, because here chapter 1 is written, but it is written in the figures, but here is your number, and hence 1.0 also okay, 1.1 also I accept it. And development and further, when you write the development, then you have to put the comma when the end comes. Here the division, when you put the comma in the, it when end comes over there. So that is the style of writing. And then states, they undermine the states. Here also, I think a little mistake would be committed over here. Undermine the states, that is the way. And here, and also you have to put the comma in before it, and in the form of, it is a form of or a criminal offense, a criminal offense. Of course, you write WFENCE or WFENCE. Of course, this is the American and C is the Britishers, if I not be mistaken. And the criminal offense undertaking should be written in this manner. So I made the several places some corrections. In the wordings also, please keep in mind where I made the corrections. For instance, here I made the correction which I highlighted, and there I can make the comma should be followed over there. And these include the establishment, that should be put it over there here. The establishment means particular establishment, that is the meaning of it. Again, you have to make a blue to black here. I don't know whether you can make it out or not. See, I will show you the way that you have to make it out. You have to select it, everything, then go to the coloring A and you make the black, and you go to the U and press it, the underline will go away. Now underline already gone. But again, if you click here, it will become blue. And when you write the access, please note that point. You are not supposed to write the access in that style. You write the parenthesis, the starter, then access on 14 September 2020. Time is not necessary. Time is not necessary. There is too much. The time is not necessary. Then we can make it. And every footnote ends with the full stop. That is another factor. What I said, every footnote ends with the full stop. That is another factor. And hence the full stop should be given over there. And that is a must. And again, come to the here I accessed. I already told you the way that you should write it. Yeah, I'm speaking. I don't know whether you are hearing or not. Yes, the voice is, you may hear it. Is it or not? Okay. Now let us see that here also the access within the parenthesis, you have to write it the same way which I made it here. And I need not to say once again that how to make it out, because once I told you means that should be reflected in all the places. Writing the Variova Joseph, the same style should be maintained. Commission, the Law Reforms Commission report. Is it a report is concerned, and the report on the law of the legislation relating to corruption. Okay. But the uniformity should be there in writing the referencing, that is an important factor. Yes, background of the study, okay, well and good, but I did not see any other changes would be there, but still you maintained very good. But when it comes to the matter of the here, again you write in the different style. I said you should be wrote the style which I adapted over there, the same style that you have write the citation, and the too much is there, and you need not to mention the timings when you refer it. Yes, just you write like that, and every full stop, every footnote ends with the full stop. That is another factor, and here A should be the capital letter accessed on 15th September 2020. When you are writing the cap, keep in the mind cap is in a shortening form, and in all shortening form, the first letter of the word should be the capital letter, and the rest of the letter should be the small letter, and ends with the full stop. So a period should come over there. Cap 329 RE means revision addition, and you need not to give the full stop after R and E in the between. That is the old style, but without keeping the full stop is the new style. And act number, again say act number N capital letters, 0 small letter, and this is an abbreviation or shortening. So every shortening ends with the full stop, but the first letter of the word should be the capital letter, rest of the word should be the small letter. That is the fundamental rule. So this is the way that you have to make it out. It's well and good. And here we can remove the RE. There is no full stop at all. That is a new style. Yes, coming to the matter of the writing, the referencing is, I think that you used the American Psychological Association APA style of referencing here, where after the author, generally within parentheses, the year will come. And later on, followed with the comma, then the title of the book, which is there in the italics, and then the imprint should come. I don't know, because here you did not make the imprint. Imprinting consisting of the three prongs. One is the name of place of publication, and the second is the name of the publisher, and third is the year of publication. This is called imprint. And if there is the edition, you have to write the edition. And the second reprint, we are not supposed to write the second reprint, except the edition changes, we have to write the edition. Okay, now during the German colonial period, okay, there is no mistake I found generally, including the grammatical mistake also. Yes. So Variava Joseph, you write very well, and here is the commission or reforms or the Commissioner of India report on the view of the legislature regarding the corruption. So please maintain it the way that you have to writing it. Commission, the Reform Commission of India. So it is a body which makes such a publication, or the title of your research is so and so, and the body which can be holding it. Generally, it will be reflected in the footnote. Yeah, that is the point. So worry about it's okay. Then EACA report. Okay. Here you have shown the report. From which report you have taken? Because you've taken the third annual general meeting, Banjumbora, Burundi. So from there that you took such a reference. Yes, and now let us come to the further point is concerned. Here PCCA, okay, well and good. PCCB, yeah, it should be shown in the abbreviations. And the statement of the problem, yes, OFF and THE, there should be small letter, but the population, the P should make the capital letter. So I told you also. Yeah, population, problem. Yeah, P should be. Now it's okay. So investigation means the investigation or investigation. If it is more specific, you can say the. If it is not specific, you can say a investigation. So that is the method that you have to adapt it, and the processes, lawful analytical processes, and fact that after getting the information upon the commission of the offense. Yeah, because it is a style of writing OFFENCE, one style of writing OFFENSE is another style of writing, but uniformity should be maintained. Sometimes we can write the CE, sometimes we can write the SE. Let's try to differentiate it. When you say CE, generally we take in the form of a noun. When you write the SE, then we will take in the form of a verb. Or we can use that as a verb also. So, where the offences was eventually committed and primarily held liable from the power and vested of the police force in the conducting the criminal investigation, not specifically mentioned, unless until it is known to us. So under the section 5.1, it's okay, no problem at all. An investigation with the investigation, the should be there. Okay, the bureau is vested the power of the offences. Good, the power derived by the sections, right? Investigation, okay, offences. You have to be careful. It is a CES or a CS. You have to make it correct, and uniformity should be maintained in the entire work. That is an investigation. Yes, it is agreed. Then cap, see, in the earlier where he wrote the cap, the C is capital letter and the AP is the small letter. But here I found the everything is the capital letter here. So better you should change it to the way that I told you, A P comma. That is the style of writing. Cap, that is in a shortening form of the 332 RE, then full stop can be removed from the RE also. It's the old style. Yeah, this is the new style. Here the cap, this way that you have to write it. Then after P, there should be a full stop. Yes, the RE to 19 giving the good illustration where the apart from the same thing repeated. You at that instance you can write ibid or you can say supra. Of course, depending upon the nature of it, you can say supra or the ibid. Excuse me. Here the cap again you wrote it CAP cap. The C should be capital letter, AP should be the small letter, then ends with the full stop. You forget to write it with RE, either you can write the hyphen, full stop between the R and E or after the E also, because the old style, the new style is RE, doesn't have any full stop. The full form is revised edition, that is a 2019 it is made. Okay, at all look sit also they can write it, and others also you can write it. And a GN number, when you write the GN number, and if it is a comma or full stop, that is, we should be very much careful. If it is a comma, then it should be full stop, you have to make it out. Suppose if it is a comma, then it's a full stop, you have to make it out. If it is a full stop, they need not to make it out. The same holds good in this. Is it clear? Participants, are you there? Okay, next, if you go the scroll down, objective study, okay, general objective and specific objective, very good. Research hypothesis is enough. Always the hypothesis should be in the small Roman 2, small Roman 3 should be there, but not in one paragraph. Please try to change it. Try to change it into the, try to change into 3 like this. 1, 1, and 2, and 3. Yeah, this is the style you can adapt it. And each hypothesis ends with the semicolon. That is, keep in mind, semicolon. Semicolon should come over there. Semicolon means here one dot and comma is called semicolon. So, for the example, I will show you here what is semicolon. This is the semicolon. It is a colon. and this is the semicolon. Is it clear? I will magnify it so that you could understand which is what and what is what. See, this is the way. This is the colon and this is the semicolon. So every hypothesis ends with the semicolon. And the last hypothesis, last but one, you have to write comma and A and E and then the last cardinal you should mention it. So that is the style of writing the hypothesis. Scope of the study, significance of study, okay, research methodology. Again, you are following the method which is given in the south. It is the absolute method, I already told you. Okay, now let us see the research methodology, types of research. The same way, the only one variable will be there, two variable we can make it out, generally three also we can make it out, variables depending upon that one. And this is not the way you have to write it. Primary data is concerned. After a small Roman I, then they should have to use the arrestor. Arrestor should be there like this. Arrestor should have to be like this, and the one should be come in this manner, like one, yes, and space. Yeah, this is the style. The primary data, and here also you can change because it is the one is the primary data, then secondary data. You have to say that that is the secondary data. And this is the way that you can make it out 8.1.8.4, right? Because it is with the 3 it is decided. Yeah, with the 3 is decided, and hence 1.3.4 it comes. And data analysis is, let me close. Yeah, that is the primary data, and this is the secondary data. And I told you what is the primary data and what is the secondary data. Primary data always the latest information from the horse mouth, and secondary data in the form of a journal, in the form of a book. But empirical data also be made. A fresh journal should have the fresh record, which will be having the same pace with the running of the society is concerned. Okay, data analysis, literature review, that you have to make it out. Peter Mena and Masabo, he wrote that book, yes, Julian Masabo, Confronting the Grand Corruption of in Public and Private Sector. It is general motivational, and yeah, it is a motivational note from the Tanzania Namibia Law Journal. So when you write the Namibia Law Journal, this is the style you have to adapt it, not the underline style. It is. And you wrote it is not in italics. No, the title of the your work is not in italics, but it should be small apostrophe. I don't know where to make it a small apostrophe here. It is not a double, a single apostrophe. A single apostrophe should have to come. Yeah, this is the style. Simple apostrophe should have to come, and the P should be capital letter in the public. Okay, private sector. When you say public and private sector, generally the P should be capital letter. You have to write, and the second side heading, subheading is spiritual. Then S should be capital letter, I should be capital letter, and F from no, it is a conjunctions. We need not to make it out. Then the Tanzania T capital letter, you have to make it out. And when you are writing the journal name, here you can make it out. The title of the journal, what I rule I said, the title of the journal should be in anyone participants. Are you there? So, after the title of the journal is always be in italics. This should be in italics, but not the entire thing should be in italics. Okay. Yeah, that I would like to save it, which I made just now. Yes, what do you want to change the changes? Yes, I would like to save the save. Yeah, changes should be saved over there. Yeah, and this is the work which we are dealing now. So we made the corrections, wherever we made the correction that I highlighted it like that. Then if you go a bit further, let me go to the down so that I could know that how you wrote the bibliography. Reports, journals, books, bibliography good, but the bibliography should be like this. Means you have to select it and bold it. And books, Daniel Kaufman, Petros in legal corruption, so the fit, Aspedia, the press, then Machome, Stephen. And when you make it now, the first, this will be taken into consideration only. That is the capital letters which you wrote it there. Okay, journals are concerned, okay, that is the name of the author. Yes, name of the author. Who said that they should have to keep in the capital letters? No. You can use the small letters also. Or you can use the small letters only at all. 1998 within yeah, here you can make it out. It is a journal, no? It is the title of the journal. Title of the journal always should be in a single inverted comma, and the journal title would be there always in italics and with the full stop. So that is the rule position. So reports you have to write in that manner. Yes, the Reform Commission of Tanzania report on the view of legal education, and yes, you can find it. Okay, this is also quite good, but you have to follow a particular pattern. That is a more important factor, and the uniformity should be maintained also. In some places, you are writing the volume. In some places, there is no volume at all. In the books is concerned, yes, if there is no edition. That means it's deemed to be the first edition. So that is the rule position. That bibliography that you are trying. Machome Symphony and the criminal law and practice. The L should be capital letter here. I don't know why you did not make the capital letter here. Okay, you make the capital letter here, and there is a master. Yes, now the 619 time, still some time is there, and you have to write in alphabetical manner again this thing. Either report you write it or reports, every should be there in the alphabetical manner, and moreover, the uniformity should be maintained when you are making the references. Okay, international series, seminars, and participant paper, it is there, is well and good, but the practice and experience of the United Republic of Tanzania, it is a subtitle. Is it a subtitle? A paper presented on the 120th International Senior. So, which is the entire, this is because you put the comma, then you wrote the practice of the experience in the Republic of Tanzania. Is it a from that behalf that you have to write it? Please make it very much clear in that footnote, because I did not understand whether it is a book, whether it is a journal article, because as my narrative goes, it's a paper presented. When you paper presented means the seminar or webinar maybe in any way. But whether it is going to be published in a reputed journal or not, whether it is having the ISSN number or not, that also be counted. So merely when you are writing the footnote, you are write in a full manner the footnote, because the clear idea should have to come from where you tapped the footnote. So that is the way that you can make it out from the back sides, and when you write the show out, yeah, the out is not necessarily here. The reason is it gives the different sense over here. Okay, let me check it. Yeah, it is shows out. No, out should be removed to show the characteristic of it: investigation, conduct, and investigation is continuity. Then we'll go further up. Yes, again we will come across the mistake here. Women and insurance follows. Yeah, that title of the book always in the italics, and title of the journal always italics and ends with the full stop, and every year it ends with the full stop. That is the fundamental rule. Regarding the problems in prosecuting and adjudicating the corruption cases in Tanzania, women and the junior fellows advocate global. Okay, you make it published in the two places also. That is a quite good. Excuse me. And when you say that you see there is a space differences are there, please try to avoid it. Either there should not be any blue link, there should not be any red link. Will be palpitate over there or seen over there in the literature in your work. Okay, literature review, but I already told you that after 1.9.0, the zero should not come. Point will not come over here. It merely says only 19. It's enough. 1.9, rather we can say. Yeah, that is a good way of making the things. 1.9. Yes, now let us see that what is the other things I want to make it out. Investigation and investigation, you have to make it out. Participants, are you there? Nobody is there, either physically or mentally, or not mentally, or online or offline. The both the things are there. Hmm? Yes, because here you have mentioned 26. Okay, well and good, but I could not see the footnote in the 26. Okay, here I have found. Yes, Lauren, and the effective administration, the A should be capital letter here, and the P should be capital letter, C should be capital letter, Justice should be capital letter, because this is a paper, it is published, the practice and experience of the United Republic of Tanzania. It is a subtitle. With the title and the subtitle will be there, that will be joined together with the colon, but I did not see the colon. If it is a subtitle, the United Republic, a paper is presented on the 120th International Senior Seminar Participant Paper. The seminar full details should be there. The full citation should be cited over here. Full citation should be cited here. Yeah, that is must. Okay. Then we'll go further. Yes, Variaba report, it is written, well good, Masabo, Chris Peter Maina. And I found when you are writing the research proposal, there should be also the indication of chapterization. Chapterization also should be there. Chapterization should be there. Then even the questionnaire, and it should be open questionnaire, not closed questionnaire. Questionnaire means open in the sense questionnaire. The respondents should give the answer in detailed manner, but not in yes or no, or it could be given either written or orally to record by the person who submit the report or use the report in his or her work. So this is the method that you have to adapt. Then you can see in the research methodology also, and the target group also you should mention. Which are the target group that you want to make it out? And what is your sample size of the sample? That is another factor. And that also be mentioned there. And if any annexures are there, annexures you can make it out, like questionnaires or the different people, different questionnaire is there, and that also should be mentioned. So you see that what are the components should be present in the proposal, and those all components should be there. And I sent you the my guidelines. In addition to that, you will find that a lot of my video tube online classes are there with by sharing the file. I made it by making the comments on each and everything. So with this, that I would like to wind up today's class. Let us see that what I can do it because you please note it that what I highlighted and what I said, still I have not gone through completely your work, but certain places that I did it as I could supposed to do. and then you follow it the way that I made it in my YouTube classes, how I conducted it and how I made it, and you go through it, then you can say a particular thing. So with this, that I would like to end up my today class today. Asante sana, nashukuru sana, Mungu akubariki na kukulinda. By end of the class. Mungu ibariki Afrika, wabariki viongozi wake, hekima, umoja na amani. Hizi ni ngao zetu Afrika na watu wake. Ibariki Afrika. Tubariki watoto wa Afrika. Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja wake kwa waume na watoto. Mungu ibariki Tanzania na watu wake. Ibariki Tanzania, ibariki Tanzania, tubariki watoto wa Tanzania. Sikiliza mimi darasa. Asante sana, nashukuru sana. Mungu akubariki na kukulinda.